this 4-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Luis Garcia is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The next 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
I'll tell you, this team could really use a turnaround from Cespedes. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Here's Juan Lagares, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
1 out, nobody on. Ready with another 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up. 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Jacob deGrom will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through his stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
So striding forward now, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. From the stretch. On a rope to the second baseman. Striding into the box, Carlos Santana. And they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. Into the box, Maikel Franco. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Popped up. DeGrom is there, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is on top, 1-0. Here's Jay Bruce now.
Leading off with a bat, the right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Picketing grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go. Now here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Crawford onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, In this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
DeGrom, playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
High in the air out to center field. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in, Luis Garcia. First pitch coming, here it is. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The next 0-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Phillies down in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Stepping in, Adrian Gonzalez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 5. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High fly ball out to deep right field. Williams looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 0-1 the count.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, the home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Popped him up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first down. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Soft liner to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
You know, D-Roll, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down as a bullet in the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opponent.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! A two-run home run for Jose Reyes. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
So stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fast.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Mets out in front, 3. So next to the plate for the Phils, Aaron Altair. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Lagares. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Williams. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Weak roller right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Reed Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They still trail it here 3-1. Here's Jay Bruce now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Hoskins. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Next up for New York, Todd Frazier looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Todd Frazier is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Flores makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and it's still 3-1. So now Carlos Santana. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 43 on the year for him. And the Phils have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
Hit on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dio, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, that's one way of taking control of the game. Second dinger of the inning. They've got the lead, and now everyone wants to get a bat and take some cuts.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Yes, he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now in the box, Luis Garcia, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. And a high throw to Adrian as it's over his head. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Stepping in now, Aaron Altair as he grounds one briskly to short. There's one, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
the right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Oh and 1, here it comes. This is flared out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Into the box now, Saison Hernandez. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Bruce there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Phillies lead it 6-3. In now, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Kevin Plawecki, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Another 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Standing in now, Jacob deGrom, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fouled away. Three runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
windup and the 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Underhanded flip. And that's the first out.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Now batting, Michael Franco. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to center field. Back goes Lagares to the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Franco blows through the stop sign, headed for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Hero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider. So nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-3 ball game. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Aaron Altair. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Phillies lead this one 7-3. Luis Avilan is going to get the call in something of a surprising move here as they're bringing in their closer in the 6th inning. Jose Reyes will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at this 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Juan Lagares. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Little flare out to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. No hits to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Lagares leads off first with 1 away. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Rafael Montero enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50, Rafael Montero.
Up next will be Nick Williams. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Ready on 1 and 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it, Lagares, and there's 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Saison Hernandez. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
For Philadelphia, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Todd Frazier stands in as he looks at a called strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The batter, number 4.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
First baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's Adrian now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
And a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he comes up empty, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. 1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Has a look, now the pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Mets strand 1. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. At the plate, Michael Franco will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One and 1. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Jorge Alfaro will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit high and deep to right center. Lagares giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So coming to the plate, J.P. Crawford. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
As Asdrubal Cabrera will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Flores has it, and nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. David Wright is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Right.
Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Aaron Luke.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Popped him up. Crawford over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Aaron Luke makes his way back out onto the mound, and we're ready to continue. Set to face him first, Jose Reyes. First pitch on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. Luke is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jose Reyes takes his 3rd strikeout of the day. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that's taken for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Anthony Swarzak is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Anthony Swarzak.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Aaron Altair, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Lagares. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Into the box now, Nick Williams, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
So now Carlos Santana hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Bruce, still ranging back. See you later, over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Row, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Dribbled to the right side. Foul ball, strike two. Hit on the ground out to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he rips it on the ground to second. Flores to his left, he's there. Throw goes to Reyes for the force, and that'll end the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Count even now at 1-1.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. Hoskins is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, right fielder, James Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Franco in foul ground, and this will land foul. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Phil.